got a rivalry game on deck, and these two fan bases have been going at it early from the tailgate to the end zones, and you got to think this will be a little contentious. Welcome to Wallace Wade Stadium in Durham, North Carolina, home to the Duke Blue Devils. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Wake Forest Demon Deacons, taking on another team from the ACC, the Duke Blue Devils. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Blue Devils will kick it off to get us underway. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Demon Deacons offense will get the ball first. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the en route there.
Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Got a man, it's Hernandez. Dragged down at the 26 after a pickup of 5. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. The give to the back. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
When you go on the road, man, oh man, do you love hearing the crowd, but more importantly, you love shutting the crowd up. There's no better feeling than coming out, getting that juice going, getting that confidence going, and getting that running game going right at them and gashing them right out the gates.
Caught in the backfield, it's Hernandez. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage, but you can tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for offense.
Now the play fake. Here's a heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, as he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Fires to the tight end. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
And I love the discipline on defense right there. Big 3rd down. So everyone keeping their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the ball, making a tackle. Great team defense.
The Demon Deacons will call on their punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. So Duke's offense will go to work for the first time today. And we've got a superb matchup to watch here, David. One of the best quarterbacks in the country, and how much will he be willing to challenge one of the best corners in the land?
Well, and it's going to be more interesting to me, Jesse, do they let him make a play? Like, does he choose to go after him and believe in his ability and believe in his matchups, or do they stay away from him? Because a lot of people stay away from him. He's that good out wide that you don't want that smoke. And I'm interested to see, Jesse, if he has the onions to go after the corner and try to make plays on him.
Well, one thing we know about him for sure is he's a believer in his own arm talent. He's the kind of guy that thinks he can fit the football into the smallest windows, but you're right. He's got to pick his battles and be careful when he decides to attack this guy, because he has picked off some really good quarterbacks in the past, and you know he's just licking his chops, hoping for a chance today.
And the Blue Devils come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Gives it on the option. Oh, what a move. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one after their own 37.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Blue Devils have it with a 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. Makes a man miss. Breaks into the open. He's at the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Blue Devils. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he finished things off racing 63 yards to the end zone. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Demon Deacons can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He'll run it again. Oh, the quick spin move. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Got a little space. Turning it on. Corralled and brought down by the defense.
And if I'm a QB, I'm calling my own number a lot, especially when it's successful like this. Continue to put me in good situations, continue to get positive chunks of yards. Yep, I'll keep that more.
The Demon Deacons with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking for space, it's Claiborne. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
And the Demon Deacons have their offense in high gear. Wants to throw on first down. Throws toward the end zone. Makes the catch. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
The Demon Deacons will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to slam it in. And the defense sold out to stop the run, and they do here on first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Direct snap. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wake. I can hear the defensive coordinator in the next booth yelling, "Wrap up! You have to wrap up!"
Bring your feet. 4 points of contact. You hear all those stuff from your defensive coaches. But you know what? Sometimes the guy's just better than you. He makes a play and gets in the end zone.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point is good. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Looking for a gap. It's Moore. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot. But that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Looking downfield on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-load, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
It's been a tale of two drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up one first down, but really nice job there on that third down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
No chance for any kind of return there. They were all over him as soon as he caught the football. They'll give it on the counter. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to pass. Got his man on the right. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. And the Demon Deacons come to the line needing just inches for the first down. They'll try to sneak it.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
The Demon Deacons getting set on 1st and 10. Caught behind the line. It's Hernandez. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Early in the game, as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
And the Deacons in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Deacons come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Here comes the heat. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
That defense was not fooled at all. Kind of a running situation, right? A lot of times you go for it on 4th down. It's already 3rd and 2 or 3 yards. Defense wasn't fooled. Did a great job hitting their ears back, getting the quarterback, and getting him on the ground.
Good job by the coverage team, and that's how we'll end the period. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Pulls it, fired complete. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
And the Blue Devils have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle. It's Little. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
Well, this guy's not easy to bring down. They just throw him a simple hitch pass, but he's got so many moves out in the open field. You've got to get a lot of hats to the football to get that guy down, prevent him from scoring on big plays.
Passing game very effective on 2nd down. What about here on 3rd? From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he wants it all. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
One thing this defense always talks about is getting off the field. Last drive, they forced a punt. Here on 3rd down, what a great job flying to the football, getting a hit, forcing an incompletion. They may be jogging off here soon again.
They boot it away on 4th down. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
They try to pop a run on the draw. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
Well, the offense tried to catch him off guard a little bit, running that draw play, but the defense wasn't fooled. Everybody stayed in their lane, and they're able to get the tackle for loss.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed behind the line. It's Claiborne. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down.
That's perfectly fine. If I'm a defense, I'm going to give up some yards right there. Play deep, react to shallow. The running back catches the football. I come up. He gets a positive gain, but it doesn't matter because now I won 3rd down and forced him on 4th down.
And the Deacons line up to punt it away. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Got a man, it's Brown.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
The Blue Devils can really attack on this 2nd and short. Pulls it and fires to the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, if you're going to get first downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
And the Blue Devils are facing 3rd and inches. He'll keep it on the sneak.
You know, when your QB sneaking as a quarterback, you got to make a decision. You're going right or you're going left, and that's all predetermined based on how the defensive line lines up. Nice decision there by the quarterback.
The Blue Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the run. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They need the 40 to convert here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Working that left side. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 22.
I really like the slot receiver, and I understand he's not the biggest guy in the world, but he just runs really good routes, and he's always under control. He can run option routes. He can run double moves. He does a great job cutting, and he's dangerous after the catch. Nice weapon to have work in the middle of the field.
He'll keep it himself. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
The offense thought they had a good look to run that play into with the QB, but there's just an example of a defender winning his one-on-one battle and making a tremendous play. Great effort by that guy.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll run play action. Under fire. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
Quarterbacks talk about it all the time. They love the clean pocket where they can step up, throw the football. That is not what they had. Nice job by the defense, beating the offensive line, disrupting the timing, and getting a nice clean hit on the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Going to try to get it himself. He gets it inside the 20 to the 19, but they still have a ways to go, and it'll be 4th down.
You know, you hear the term nickel so much. Most people stay in nickel most of the time because of all the speed in college football and the running quarterback. And you see why it pays dividends. More speed on the field when the QB does take off to go get him on the ground and force a 4th down.
And this one is perfect. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and short.
Well, look, I know this guy is not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. He's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
The Demon Deacons with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Finds his man. It's Hernandez. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's the handoff. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Demon Deacons can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Takes the handoff. It's Claiborne. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Grab behind the line. It's Hernandez. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical, they're too fast, and they force a negative play.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Caught over the middle. It's Hernandez. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. The Demon Deacons will line it up on 1st and 10. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it behind the line. It's Claiborne. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting them get some positive yards.
And the Demon Deacons with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Looking down the middle. Right through his hands. You just have to make that catch, and it'll be 3rd down.
Hopefully that's not going to affect the quarterback's confidence going back to this guy later. That was a catch he should have made. He dropped it. Let's see what the QB does moving forward.
The Demon Deacons are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He smashes his way through again. That'll be enough for a 1st down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
And it makes it so hard on the defense trying to stop these guys because they're not just throwing it to wide receivers in the passing game. They've got a huge weapon here at tight end, and he just shows you how difficult he is to bring down after the catch.
Caught in the backfield, it's Barnes. Touchdown, Demon Deacons! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, heat that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. So a drive there of 85 yards, and they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. They'll start this drive going to the air. Makes the grab on the left. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one.
Yeah, I don't know defensively if you want to keep giving this guy that much cushion, because when he gets the ball in space, he's able to shake all these defenders and turns a 5-yard completion into a first down.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. The short hands, it's Brown. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They are dialed in on this drive, a couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Got it in the middle, it's King. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Catch in the middle, it's Brown. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Back to throw, time running short in the half. A strike downfield. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. He's already put 3 on the board earlier, this time a 38-yard try. Absolutely center cut. It's now a 1-point game, 14-13. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Here he comes from inside his own 5. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority 1. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And in this day and age where quarterbacks chuck it all over the field, how refreshing to see 2 offenses rely on off-tackle left, off-tackle right, and even a few halfback dives. Physical offensive lines and elusive backs have told the story. A throwback to the halcyon days of 3 yards and a cloud of dust. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They start this third quarter, 1-possession game, and hoping to get an early drop. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Got open on the post and then had no regard for his body in making that catch.
Exactly right. You know you're going to get hit a lot of times coming over the middle of the field, but he runs that post, lays out, makes the play for his quarterback. That's a tough hombre.
Running back searching for a hole. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
Fires to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
And the Blue Devils in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Grab near the marker. It's Brown. Across the 25. He's got room. Touchdown, Duke. And that one will give him the lead.
And these slants are so hard to defend when the ball's thrown like that. The receiver catches it, and he's catching it going so fast, and you can tell the defense couldn't quite get the right angles, and he does the rest, uses his speed, gets all the way to the end zone.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab. He finds the end zone for the 2, and now the lead is 7. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Here he comes with the return. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Quickly out to the tight end. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end, and he add the answer to the test right there.
He'll pull it on the read. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Let's see what they do on 2nd. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
And the Demon Deacons come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short.
The offense just continues to matriculate the ball downfield, and they're finding a lot of different ways to generate these 1st downs. They do it right there on the quarterback sneak.
The Demon Deacons are marching down the field. Slithers into space. Oh, it's a fumble. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Crosses the 30. He's got away. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Touchdown, Blue Devils! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Well, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Unloads to the right. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Yeah, that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Got out of trouble and throws. Pulls it in. It's Mays. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down.
That QB is absolutely going to buy all the hog mollies up front at steak dinner tonight. My goodness, when you have that much time in the pocket, I think I could be successful. And I don't even like quarterbacks or want to play quarterback.
Quick release on the RPO. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions, and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback, staying in the moment, seeing it, throwing the slant, making sure he makes the right decision.
The give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Sends it back in motion. Wants to fire on second down. He finds a soft spot in the middle. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
Not a lot the defense can do on that one, guys. With this tight end size, he's really difficult to defend on these crossing patterns as he gets downfield.
And the Deacons come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hernandez. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
Motion from the back. To the air on first down. Oh, they're after him. First down and more. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
First and goal, and this feels like their chance to give him a finish. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wake!
Bringing the extra beef. It's goal line. I know what I'm going to get. I know what I'm going to do. We're going to be bigger, stronger at the point of attack and push you around, and then the running back does the rest and finds the end zone.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. So a drive there of 84 yards and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Quarterback on the keeper. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big game, but you look up, and they're in second and short, second and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires on the run. Intercepted. That is just what this defense needed. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
And defensive backs, you think, don't have good hands. The big fella shows it. How about that defensive back going up and getting the interception? Nice job breaking on the football. You say that's why you play defense, because you don't have hands? Yeah, I beg to differ.
Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Got his man downfield. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
I love that play call, and quarterbacks are always licking their chops after their defense gets a takeaway because they know now, hey, I got a sudden change situation. I've got a chance to take a shot and pad my stats.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Wants to throw on first down. Rushes on him. Throwing right. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Under fire. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
And this quarterback, man, you've seen him have some success, so you know he'll take off and run. The defense was ready, man. Nice job. This second half, this is a critical part of it. Don't let him beat you with his feet.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Complete in the middle. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
They'll send out the kicker here. This is going to be a 46-yard field goal attempt. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. The lead now trimmed to 28-24.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Taking it the other way. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
Well, the good news is after that second pick of the third quarter now for this guy, they're still winning the game, but they are living dangerously right now. And they can't expect to hold on to that if this guy keeps making bad decisions like we've seen here now in the first period of the second half.
And it's got to be frustrating because you always talk about taking care of the football, and you've got to lead in the second half. You need your quarterback to play smart.
He'll do it himself. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
Well, one of the reasons this offense likes the option game with the quarterback is to use his speed and try to attack the perimeter of the field. The defense, though, not having any of it. You saw the contain on the play, forcing him back in the middle of the field, and they're able to corral him for a huge loss.
That's caught. It's Claiborne. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. On the move, it's Claiborne. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
And that's the problem with blitzing on defense. You live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. Defense dialed up the pressure, but the offense had a better play call. They ran it away from the blitz, and that's why they were able to be successful.
Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Touchdown, Wake Forest! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
Great example of complementary football there. First, the defense comes away with the takeaway, and then offensively, you go to the ground game, being physical at the point of attack, running it in for a touchdown, and now you have the lead with not a lot of time left. They've now put all the pressure back on their opponent.
Needs this one to push the lead to a field goal. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a run.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
That big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. Grabbed over the middle. It's Kane.
And that RPO play was run to perfection. The run fake forced and sucked the defense up, and a nice job on the route by the receiver, not telegraphing that he was breaking to the inside on the slant.
The Blue Devils can really attack on this 2nd and short. Going with the counter play here. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
hoping to help their kicker out with a few yards on third down, because from here, it would be a 58-yarder. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle, it's Brown. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
When receivers are running slant routes against man coverage, sometimes you get open using speed, but sometimes it's pure physicality. This receiver does a great job using his hands, and then he's able to fight his way to the inside. At the end of the day, he just wanted that football more.
Looking downfield on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Behind the chains now on second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Moore. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Of 2. Brings up third down.
It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on third and long. Off the play fake. Unleashes one deep. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
And after that incompletion on third and long, because of where they are in the field and because they have a narrow lead, you'd expect this team to just go ahead, kick the field goal, and take the points.
So now we'll line up for one of the biggest kicks of this game. And he'll have to find the line and generate some power, a 46-yarder from the left. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And guys, we are deadlocked here in the final period. Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the fourth quarter. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. Extending the play. Keeps it himself and gets the first. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
After that last big gainer, they'll put it in play. 1st and 10 from their own 49. They'll go to the ground. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Trying play action. Caught in the backfield, it's Claiborne. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable 3rd down. Get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Bring in the heat. He'll try to do it himself. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick them up and put them down and go get first downs, but I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out, and you could tell it's going to be a big part of the game plan.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Gets it out quickly. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. The Demon Deacons come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And I don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed right there.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. He slides that just inside the right upright. And they've regained the lead.
And I think I like the call, man. You got an opportunity to take the lead in the 4th quarter. Go for the kick. He executes it perfectly. Defense, now it's your turn. We got the lead. We got to get a stop.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. With the catch, it's Moore.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Gets it to him on the screen. On the move at the 30. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. This is the kind of performance, guys, that sort of etches your name in the lore of a rivalry.
And playing big in this big moment, on this big stage, it is so nice to have a playmaker like that you can highlight, that you can focus on, that you can trust in.
He was so excited coming into this game, too, because he knows that oftentimes your legacy as a player is defined by how you play in rivalry games like this.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Yeah, this offense might want to think about moving the launch point for this QB, because if you take hits like that from the pocket, it's really tough to complete passes.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. That's reeled in, it's Brown. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
Man, as a defense, you're going to give up plays, and receivers are going to make nice catches, but it's your job to limit the damage. Great job by the defense. As soon as he catches the football, they get him on the ground. Don't allow any of those big plays after the catch.
Wants to throw again. Turns it loose. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Well, they were probably thinking 4-down territory with it 3rd and short, so the quarterback is licking his chops thinking there's no way the defense is going to be thinking I'm taking a deep shot down the field right now. I've got a home run ball, but give the defender so much credit. He was ready for it, and he snags that out of the air.
Great discipline by this defense. Understanding it's 3rd and short, you might get a short concept. No. Playing the deep ball with great discipline. I like the way he breaks on the football, gathers the interception, and gets the big 3rd down stop.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Mays. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
There's a great saying in football. It's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes. Well, my Jimmy's better than your Joe.
They'll run the sneak for it. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
When you're a defensive lineman, you're trying to get underneath the offensive lineman as fast as possible, dive in there and create like a pile in the backfield where the quarterback can't move his feet. Because you see the quarterback on QB sneaks, grabs the football and tries to just keep his feet moving and just try to get an inch or a yard, whatever it takes. But the defensive lineman have to do a good job of getting in the backfield.
Such a tough spot to be in on defense because you're trailing, you're expecting the offense to run the football. They just did it on the last play, and then on a critical 3rd down, they go play action, and they throw it over your head. You got to feel for this defense.
We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. And the Deacons with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Finds the tight end. He's knocked out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 44.
And obviously, getting the completion, it's a killer. They get a new set of downs. You got to find a way to make a play now. The saving grace, I guess, Jesse, is he ran out of bounds and stopped the clock, so at least the clock isn't running.
Yeah, and David, it's just a situation right now defensively. I think you just got to take more chances, right? You may have to blitz. You may have to sell out. You might risk giving up a big play, but it's just so critical at this juncture of the game that you're able to retake possession and give yourself a chance to win.